Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're doing well tonight. You're all having a great day. Quick side note, sorry if you hear the fan in the back. It is very hot here. To start things off, I have a lot of you to thank for this. We recently spoke about the Bitcoin ETF that is trying to be passed by, I believe, the CBOE. And it's incredibly important, but the other part of it is that the SEC actually allowed normal everyday people to send them a message, an email, or actual normal mail through the post office to say what they thought about this Bitcoin ETF being approved. The United States Security and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, is currently buried under a storm of emails from cryptocurrency proponents concerning the recent CBOE Bitcoin ETF filing. According to Bloomberg, more than 90 people have responded to the SEC's call for public comments over the CBOE Bitcoin ETF filing. The commission also said that the number of respondents far exceeded the last time such a request for opinions was made on a Bitcoin ETF application in April of 2018. This increase in public interest suggests that the cryptocurrency community is desirous to have a crypto-backed ETF. The virtual currency market has declined significantly in 2018. Many coins are down more than 50% from their late 2017 highs. Bitcoin has plunged more than 60% since the start of 2018. Such is the frenzy being generated by the public call for public comments that the responses are starting to spill over into other areas of regulation. For example, of the 21 comments on the Commission's board ETF rule publication, 19 of them are about the recent CBOE ETF filing. It appears responders are utilizing any and every means to get their message across to the SEC. The SEC provided 3 avenues for people to express their opinion on the CBOE Bitcoin ETF filing. The first one was via an online form. The second was via email. And the third was through traditional mail. So I'm going to repost this once again. I'm going to put both of these links in the description below. It is incredibly important. Normally when, so little backtrack. We've had a lot of Bitcoin ETFs that have tried to get pushed through by whatever institution is trying to push through an ETF. And this has been happening for just around 4 years now, and every single one of them has been rejected. Even the last time that we had a Bitcoin ETF trying to go through, I think the SEC received maybe 3 or 4 different comments. So the fact that they got over 90 this time is incredibly significant. In the last video where I did speak about this and I gave you guys this other link before, I had at least around 120 different comments of people who told me that they did it. It is incredibly simple. The easiest way may be for you just to literally copy and paste this, send them an email and tell them exactly what you think about it. I think I cannot tell you what to do. It is a strong belief that if we get a Bitcoin ETF pushed through, this will help the market move forward simply because this ETF, this exchange traded fund that is trying to be approved, will be holding physical Bitcoin, which means that more Bitcoin will come off the market, which means that the price could potentially go higher. So pretty much, if you believe, or if you would like for the price of cryptocurrency market in general to go up because the Bitcoin price will presumably go up, please do this as well. The fact that we have, or they said that they have at least 90, I'm pretty sure it's actually even more than 90. I'm pretty sure 90 may be for something else. There were definitely more than 90 people who have sent them responses. It's incredibly significant. This was literally done by you guys. If you did this, you can actually reach back and pat yourself on the back. This is incredibly important. The fact that, like I said before, the fact that the SEC or any government office is actually asking for us to give our opinion is incredibly important, especially in a matter like this. If you actually look through some of the comments that they actually had on the SEC page, I think it was, which part was it exactly? Maybe the online form. You had to click through it multiple times. Some people in the comment section below actually said, they found the actual list of comments, and I read about 3 of them. And they were kind of insane. I don't know who wrote them, obviously, but they wrote that they think that the Bitcoin ETF should not be approved because it would be detrimental to traditional finance and the banking system as we know it. Another one said, pretty much along the lines of the CBOE can't be serious with this. They're going to destroy, the banking system and normal finance as we know it. Why would the SEC even, give this a chance? So it is very important, especially if you are deep into the cryptocurrency community and you are, you believe in the space. That's literally all I'm probably going to say about this. Literally in the description below, you can find all this information right here. On the second page, you have to scroll down a tiny bit. The name of the thing is called, you can now have a say in the CBOE, Bitcoin ETF filing on the SEC website. And you scroll down to right around here, send them an email if you believe in this, letting them know that they should, or however you feel about what they should do to this Bitcoin ETF. Next up, Monero is in the news. Privacy coin Monero, or XMR, successfully completed the first audit for its new bulletproof protocol. In an official blog post back in 2017 of December, Monero announced its intentions to include the bulletproof mechanism into its protocol. They stated that bulletproofs would lead to massive space savings, better verification times, and lower fees. The deployment was supposed to happen in 2 stages and to be available for the test network before being deployed onto the main network. Bulletproofs were proposed by Stanford's Applied Cryptography Group, or the ACG, with contributions from the members of the University College of London and Blockstream. Bulletproofs are an advancement to range proofs of zero-knowledge proofs mechanism utilized by Zcash and other cryptocurrencies. In privacy coins such as Monero, zero-knowledge proofs allow users to conceal their transaction amount from the public ledger while being a trustless network. In order to make sure the transaction is valid, range proofs are utilized. However, range proofs consume a lot of space by virtue of their design. Bulletproofs enable us to do the same task without consuming as much space. In the blog post, Monero stated that the implementation resulted in an 80% reduction of transaction size, and subsequently would lead to 80% reduction in transaction fees. There have been several discussions in the Ethereum and Bitcoin community over the possible integration of this new mechanism. Very good news for the Monero team. I'm sure everyone likes reduced fees. Monero is not as in the news, especially as much as Zcash, or maybe even Dash kind of is sometime, maybe not really in the news. So this is actually very good news. We need all the good news that we can get in the cryptocurrency market right now. So yeah, once again, very good news to the Monero team, and I'm looking forward to hearing about more updates from them. Next up, SBI is in the news. Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings announced the launch of its virtual currency VC trade to the public. The launch follows the opening of the platform to pre-registered users last month. In an official statement dated on July 17th, SBI said, they actually translated it from what it said in Japanese, starting accepting applications for opening new accounts of our virtual currency exchange service VC Trade from today. Account opening is available for individuals from the age of 20 to 70 years old. That is, I wonder why that happens. Residing in Japan, applications for establishing accounts from corporate customers are not currently accepted. Initially, the exchange platform offered support for Ripple's XRP token, but subsequently added support for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. The plans to launch SBI Virtual Currencies Co. Limited were first revealed in October of 2016. However, the launch was delayed as Japan's Financial Services Agency, or the FSA, made efforts to increase oversight of domestic cryptocurrency exchanges following the major hack at CoinCheck earlier this year. The company collaborated with Huobi cryptocurrency exchange in 2017 in its efforts to launch the cryptocurrency exchange. However, SBI dissolved the partnership earlier this year. SBI has been hyped for quite some time. I believe they are, I don't want to say the largest bank in Japan, but they're definitely one of the largest financial institutions in the entire world. And the fact that they have created their own cryptocurrency exchange is extremely important. They've said multiple times, it's not in this article, I believe they have 4 or 5 million customers who use them on a daily basis, and these people will finally be able to use their platform. I read around in a couple other articles, and apparently the way to do this is, first of all, they're starting it for people in Japan first, so they have 5 million people who will have access to this. I think they're making sure they have to follow all of Japan's new know your customer laws and stuff like that, so people actually have to sign up in Japan to their website, and I think they send you like a postcard, kind of nice, to make sure that it's actually you that is opening up the account. I want to say the bank owner of SBI has said multiple times that he expects SBI Virtual Currencies, or VC Trade, or whatever you want to call it, to actually become the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the entire world in 2018. Let's see if he is correct. Last up, IBM is in the news. The latest attempt to create a cryptocurrency pegged to the US dollar or a stablecoin combines 21st century technology with an innovation or an invention from the Great Depression. Announced on Tuesday, a startup called Stronghold is launching USD Anchor, which will run on the rails of the Stellar blockchain and use its consensus mechanism to verify transactions. The token will be backed 1-for-1 with the US dollar, held at a Nevada chartered trust company called Prime Trust, which in turn will deposit the cash at banks insured by the FDIC or the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. New York City-based Signature Bank was originally expected to be providing the federally insured banking of the stablecoin, but it appears to have backed out of the partnership at the 11th hour, according to IBM. IBM is partnering on the initiative with Stronghold and said it will explore various use cases of the token with its financial institution clients. They said, what we really want to do is ensure all sorts of digital transaction networks to settle their transactions with digital fiat currency on the same blockchain. This was said by Jesse Lund, who's IBM's head of blockchain services for financial institutions. Stronghold acts as an anchor or an on and off ramp to the Stellar network. The startup will insure the digital asset, which represents a claim on US dollars deposited with Prime Trust and ultimately insured by the FDIC, the US agency created in 1933, whose sticker on the doors of bank branches has long reassured Americans their money is safe. The process for seamlessly managing and trading assets of any form, from digital to traditional currencies, needs to evolve. This was said by Stronghold CEO and CTO Sean Bennett. This is number 10, 11 of the stable coins that have already been launched or have been announced this year, 2018. I am fairly certain, I said before, I think we're going to have about 15 to 20 of them by the end of this year. I was listening to something. It was a podcast, of course. I'm sure you guys are used to me saying that. And they were talking about one of the other things that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to people getting into the cryptocurrency market, and more specifically when it comes to institutional investors getting into the cryptocurrency market, is that they love the crypto volatility, but they hate the crypto volatility. So with normal stocks and bonds and mutual funds normally being traded with bots, they need to ensure that, Tether is great. It's real, it's wonderful, but they can't all rely on the exact same thing alone, especially if we end up having a multi-trillion-dollar crypto market. We cannot have one. I think there's only what is it? Some 2.5 billion Tether. If we have a $1 trillion market and everyone's trying to put their money into a stable coin, Tether cannot hold all of it. So this is why we have so many stable coins, and maybe you were wondering why we have so many stable coins launching this year. So along with that, they love that the volatility moves back and forth, and they can make these crazy moves, and they can gain 4% in an hour. Wow, that's fantastic. But if the market starts to go back down, they need the bots to know that they can transfer into another stable coin. And this is why we have, I think this is the third one that has come forward or claimed, rather, I'm pretty sure this is all but a, this has actually happened, that they are actually approved by the FDIC in that, I forgot exactly what the FDIC does. I think it's if you are a U.S. citizen and you end up losing money, the FDIC ensures that you will be paid back. I think that's what it is. Don't 100% quote me on that. But the point is, this is yet another stable coin that we have. I expect still around the end of the year to have around 20 of them. And when we have these, it'll be interesting to see exactly how much more stable the market is, or how many people are actually using these stable coins, because a lot of people already use Tether. And when they have the chance to be able to cash out into another coin, especially if you see, let's say, Bitcoin has some type of news where someone in China stepped on a cord and they sneezed too hard and Bitcoin starts falling by 15%, you'll then be able to cash your money out into this, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how many people will be using these to secure their money or to wait back until Bitcoin has fallen back down to be able to put their money back into it for the market to go back up. All quite interesting indeed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope it's absolutely incredible. Do not forget, if you have, literally people were writing in the comment section below in the last video that it took them around 45 seconds. Just give them a little brief, what I think about this. And I think you should, approve this. I think it's time. I think it's so-and-so. Nothing negative. I definitely saw one or two comments with someone, I think, cursing them out. I think that's a bit detrimental to the cryptocurrency space. I mean, if it's in your heart, let it out. But as far as it goes for approval of a Bitcoin ETF, I think that might set us back. Like I said, if you have 45 seconds every time, doesn't hurt to do it. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you once again for all of the support. I do appreciate it, and I will talk to you all soon. See you.